Hi everyone, welcome back to Metroid Prime. Last time we collected all of the items in every location except the Phazon mines. At least that's what I believe. I might have missed one somewhere or something. I checked the percentage of items I've got right now. It's 86%. So I think that should be enough. If not, well, we'll have to search after we're done with the Phazon mines. Speaking of which, we can enter the Phazon mines from right over here. Don't get stuck on the geometry. Yay. Bombs. I got them. And also the ice beam, we got that too. Phazon Mines West. This would actually be your first point of entry into the Phazon Mines if you were sequence breaking. You have to be careful. The Phazon here is not that dangerous, even if you don't have the grapple beam, but you have to be careful about re-entering into up here. Because it's not that easy. See, we're all the way up here. If the parts fall into Phazon, they actually get damaged themselves. Also, there's a plasma part right over there.
Recording to logbook.
Plasma trooper. Hi, you wanna have fun? Damn it. Okay, I think the plasma trooper fell into the Phazon below. Just like that part right there did. But, oh no, actually he's not in the Phazon just yet. No, they were. Because the Phazon actually affects the parts too, and that's a nice touch. Oh, that's a normal power trooper. I like how the enemies don't notice you just immediately. I also remember this place being much tougher to deal with before, but I guess that's not a thing anymore. Thank you for the energy. If we use the X-ray scan over here, we'll find out that there's one more plasma trooper over there. Yeah, so 2 charge shots is almost enough to defeat those guys. Anyway, that does nothing. That doesn't do anything either. And yet there's something up there, I'm pretty sure. Or no, I'm thinking over there. Yeah. So X-ray scope, you can see that there's a platform here. And there's power up right there. But scan visor? Doesn't say anything. Gotta keep those missiles a secret after all. Also there's a turret right over there. If you look at the bottom, there's actually a plasma door that you can go into. Right down there. But it's directly in the Phazon. So there's no way you can do anything down there. Also, you can see there's a spiral ball track or morph ball passage right over here. That's in case you don't have the X-ray scope and you don't know about the platforms here. But you can interact with them even without the X-ray scope. So why would you even bother going through the morph ball passage? Seriously. But again, as I was saying, if you're sequence breaking the original version of Metroid Prime, to get back up there, because you don't have the spiral ball or stuff like that, you gotta do some really precise jumps on this thing. And if you can't do that, well, guess what? You're stuck in the Phazon Mines forever, because you can't go back through the main passage, now can you? You can't, you need the spider ball. For those wondering why you would want to sequence break into the Phazon Mines, well, to get the last, the necessary power up of the place. Also, now we're over here. See, where we first fought an elite pirate. We could go over here, but first we're gonna get rid of all the power-ups in the previous rooms. I appreciate how fast the loading times are in the trilogy version. It's quite refreshing. Incidentally, I am playing this through the Wii U eShop, so it probably makes it faster that way, because it's digital. But, you know, that's one of the things the trilogy re-release has way over the original release, because most people will probably say, the original release was better because you could do all this sequence breaking. Stupid things. No Metroids? Not yet? Okay, whatever. Well, can we just, yes we can. Hahaha. Just the wrong direction though. There. So, the trilogy re-release, it's mostly the game as intended. If you don't like that, that means you never really liked Metroid Prime for what it is. In my opinion, of course. You liked it as an aberration. You liked it when it was broken. Gosh, I can't help but feel that there's a missile expansion I missed somewhere on here. But I probably didn't. Anyway, time to go back through over here. And get all of the power-ups. So first I'll remember this. Bendesium. Thank you. There were some pirates behind me or something? There is a pirate behind me. One of them got incinerated by the power bomb, thankfully. Gosh. Well, I gotta fight these losers. I guess this is a good opportunity to show the power of the Wave Buster. Hi. Die! So that was a lot of damage, but and it wasn't able to do anything because it was perma-stunned. But it consumed a lot of my missiles. Oh my gosh, there's two more of them. If you try to use the Wave Buster without locking onto an enemy, it will lock onto the closest thing. And because we're using the pointer controls, this makes the Wave Buster a bit better. But once again, it's consuming my missiles much faster than any of you might expect, so it's not cost effective is the problem. Time to show the power of the Ice Spreader. It's an insta-kill. Like it better be. Gosh, there are so many of these troopers here. I think when I first went through the Phazon mines, after going through this place, I decided to backtrack to the safe station, but then you had to fight all these extra troopers. Maybe that's why I kept getting damaged so much. Anyway, Bendesium. We scan this. Partial security access achieved. Force field inactive. Why, thank you, machinery. Now you need the plasma beam to enter that door. That leads to... the flamethrower! Yay! Please applause. The most useless power-up in the game. I think some people never even bother using it. Just because it's so disappointing. Basically, take a weapon that has the missile consumption of the Wave Buster without the niche use of it. Plasma beam is is powerful enough by itself. So why would you consume a ton of extra missiles just to see it have even shorter range, slower rate of fire, and other various weaknesses like that? I will show the flamethrower once. I'm not even sure if I'm going to use it against enemies, but I will show it once, hopefully. Still a bit more to get from this area. Oh, are there? Yes, there are. Burn, baby, burn! See, it doesn't kill the enemies instantly when it really should. Given I probably consumed like 100 missiles to use it just now. I'm serious. I'm serious. It probably consumed 100 missiles. We'll never know considering the visor opacity is still at 0, but you know. Anyway, y'all remember this guy? A warning! If you're gonna fight this enemy, make sure you don't leave. Cause in the trilogy re-release, they forgot to patch something involving this enemy. And let's just say that if you miss out on that thing, you're not beating the game. Ever. Time to restart. Well, hello there. It looks like an elite part, but not quite fully powered up. Nope, it's a phase-on elite. Elite part infused with energized phase-on. The phase-on charged elite parts rely more on their wave-quick generators, opting not to carry the vulnerable plasma artillery cannons normally used by elites. The direct fusing of phase-on into their bodies provides a tremendous level of energy. The drastically lower lifespan that comes with this process is of little concern to the parts research team. So basically they're even weaker in a sense. Because the wavequake is stupid and never gonna actually hit anything if you're good at jumping. Just a couple of super missiles to the face is enough. Make sure to fire at the right moment though. Perfect, it's still possible to hit them even when they're trying to use their this thing gimmick right there that's supposed to absorb our shots. Yeah, so 5 super missiles. And once defeated, this artifact appears. Pick it up! Do not leave the place! Do not, I repeat, do not leave the room after the artifact of warrior appears. Cause if you do that, it's gonna be gone forever. Because the game will assume that you need to fight the phase-on elite again, but the phase-on elite is gone forever, and therefore the artifact will no longer appear. Something like that. Whatever the case, you don't want to have to start the entire game over, do you? You don't want to start the entire game over, and not because you want to, but because you screwed up and missed out on one of the artifacts. Do you? Even with sequence breaks, there's nothing that can save you. Even with tool assistance, there's nothing that can help you. You're stuck forever. Also, goddamn these things. They're really accurate is the problem. I don't want to fight any of them is the thing. Because they take so many shots to destroy. Unfortunately, that consumed quite a bit of my health. I think that's all of the items we had to get back there. Oh, hi. Obviously that one was going to escape. He doesn't have a cannon. Sad face. But this is a rather small environment to fight an elite part in. Especially when it's starting to absorb your shots. Come on, try to attack me. I'm surprised I haven't gotten one of these elite pirates to try to use their melee attacks on me. It's kind of disappointing. There we go, finally. They're actually quite fast. Definitely their best option against you. Compared to the stupid wave shock attack, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, here it's always going to be ice troopers waiting for you. If they're all huddled up together, it might be a good option to use the ice spreader. Wow. How is it that you get all the way over here? Right. I'm actually going to go to the safe station because I think I incurred way too much damage back there. So, we could have gone through this door right after getting the power bombs, but I chose not to because not only do we need the grapple beam, We also technically need the X-ray scope. And we also need to play it safe. This is actually probably one of the cooler segments where you can avoid getting hit by a bunch of turrets. Because there's 4 of them. Uh-huh. So yeah, 4 turrets. Actually takes quite a while to defeat. You can probably strafe from behind the wall over and over and over to destroy all of them. But it's cooler to go all the way over here, like this, with the morph ball, and deactivate them using this. Oh ho ho, basic parts that got Metroids in quarantine. I wonder what will happen if I scan this. Whoops! So while they're having fun down there, fungal invigoration fluid processing levels normal. Studies indicate decreased aggression between elite parts and irradiated Metroids. Science team believes the infusion of phase on these units may be forming a type of symbiosis between them. Further studies are underway. Infusion of phase on into local fungi is proceeding. This program has produced a cheap, viable operation for many of our phase-on enhanced units on Town 4. A mass production program has been authorized. Suspension of synthetic Metroid rations has been ordered. Synthetic Metroid rations to be replaced by live bioenergy sources on blah 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 blah. Security now taking volunteers for hunting parties. The target is bioform Samus Aran, also known as the Hunter. Oh, hi. Die. Hey, you're supposed to be dead. Well, it's possible for the parts to actually defeat the Metroids. We might not have noticed that. It's also possible for the Metroids to hit themselves somewhere, and that causes them to die. They're quite vulnerable in the 3D environment, particularly Metroid Prime 1. Metroid Prime 3 just straight up gave them the power to phase through walls. Science team reminds all personnel to refrain from antagonizing Metroids. Severe penalties will be enforced for all violations of this order. Where's the science team as Vapor for Brain scan? I've been searching for it for quite some time. Well, we still have a bit of the phase-on mines to go through, but if it's not there, it might have been removed. That's disappointing. Very, very disappointing. Okay, time to go over here. Dangerous town. You want to have the ice beam, because Metroids are easy to deal with the ice beam. Size increase of 400% indicated in fungal unit. It doesn't appear we can proceed here, but yeah. They're moving platforms, but you can still hit them with your power beam to get an idea of where they are. The real hard part here actually is making sure you deal with the Metroids easily, but also keep one alive for all the way up there so that you can skip this spider ball track. See, it's possible to jump on the Metroids, and thanks to that, it's possible to jump all the way to that door over there. And if you can do that, guess what? You can skip all the way to the end of the phase-on mines without the spider ball, and potentially the boost ball too. Oh my, there doesn't appear to be a wall there. Bendezium! Oh, come on. Like, I've got a ton of power bombs now, but, you know. One more? I guess not. That looks like a spider ball track, and maybe it is, but you definitely don't interact with that at any point. Where the hell am I supposed to go for anything here? Yeah, right there. So I guess... Oh, okay, so there was a platform there all along. Sorry about that. Can't believe I missed it. So what you do is, besides the fact that you can jump over here, is you go on that thing up there. You'd have to get a Metroid to come up all the way over there. You'd freeze it, and then you do a scan visor jump at the right angle all the way to that door over there. I did that once, and only once, when I felt like sequence breaking the spider ball to get into the phase on the end of the phase on mines, so I could get the final item from it without the spider ball, you know, because it'd be cool, and it was cool. These are just basic beetles. And finally, we're going to phase on mines level 3. We're going further into the depths below. Make sure you've got your plasma beam ready. Oh, hi. There is a secret right over here. It's a little dangerous. I'm gonna incur a lot of damage, but I want to get it right now. So yeah, I'm in phase on right now. You don't want to let that happen. I went into blind spots, quote unquote, so that the damage would stop, and therefore I would not lose a lot of health. But it's possible to screw up and get a ton of damage anyway. For reference, you're supposed to get that power up after you get a power up that you will get at the end of this adventure that we're having right now. But no, I just want to get it right away. These are Hunter Metroids. We're getting a much better view of them here. I do like that the deeper into the phase on mines you go, the more advanced the Metroids get. There is something over there if I remember. This is Fungal Hall A. We're supposed to use this thing to go all the way over there. But first... Okay, I remembered wrong. Sorry about that. Thought there was a power-up down there. I'm thinking of Fungal Hall B or something. I love the sound these creatures do when you grapple onto them. It's cute. Oh, this place. Make sure you got the boost ball. Actually, I'm pretty sure it's possible to go all the way to the end even without the boost ball. However, you can see that the passage continues through here, but you're directly affected by Phazon. There's no way you can have enough energy tanks to survive down there. Maybe. Actually, I think you can if you've got like all the energy tanks, but by that point, you'll have the item necessary. Also, it's really, really dark here. We're mostly going to be fighting basic Metroids, but be careful. Ow. Damn it! This one actually caught me. That's a first. we couldn't see it properly because I had the X-ray scope on, but the image of a Metroid on your face is kind of creepy. Like, seriously. Like, it's like much of its inspiration, it's like a face hugger from the Aliens. Actually lodging onto your face, although that's the face hugger on your face is much more dangerous and pretty much means you're dead. At least that's what it's supposed to be. I think in some Aliens games, even if you have a face hugger on your head, it's not actually instant death. But the recent game, Alien Isolation, well, I guess it's not recent anymore, but you know, that game made it so that if you got caught by a face hugger or the alien, you were dead. Instant kill. Because, you know, it's the title creature. It should be a threat. Especially because you can easily scare it away in that game through the use of a flamethrower. Anyway, it's right here. This is the place where you need to go down here because there's a missile expansion. Vendenzium. My old nemesis. It's everywhere. I must eradicate it. Here we have, for some reason, invisible bomb chews. Not bomb chews. Bomb things. I don't know why they're invisible. They're not unique, in case you're wondering. So don't bother trying to scan them. Still, it's weird that all of a sudden they decide, okay, let's have some invisible things that drop bombs right here. Because why not? In sequence breaking, you just ignore them because they're not that dangerous. Hi, plasma troopers. Dead. And dead. They do seem to be more aggressive than their counterparts. Hi. Want to get rid of them in advance. In sequence breaking, you can just casually jump to the other side, I believe. From this platform right up there. To reach it, there's something you can jump from. I think this. Well, whatever. You jump to that platform and you can just double jump casually to the other side. It's not even that hard, but you know, let's do things as intended and use the spider ball track. So yeah, you're intended to use this thing up here, but one good double jump is enough to reach the other side. Force field inactive. Whatever. And now we've got to deal with wave troopers. That it? Got a couple more scans to deal with right here, and that will be the end of the Space Pirates lore too. Also Cordite. Right here. One of the last missile expansions I'll be getting. Actually, this should be the last one. Data suggests that Omega Pirate lifespans are critically low. High levels of phazon exposure are causing rapid cell degeneration in all test subjects. No subject lived longer than 2 decacycles in our simulations. Their lifespans must be increased to be cost effective.
Recording to logbook.
As we continue to observe the development of Project Helix's elite pirates, it becomes increasingly obvious that these warriors will usher in a new era of space pirate dominance. They are incredibly resistant to damage, and their ability to transport and wield so many weapons at once makes them the ideal mainstays of our ground forces. Though they are not as quick as typical pirates, it makes little difference. With a platoon of elite pirates in the vanguard of an army of normal and flying pirates, we will have a near indestructible backbone that should turn the tide in any engagement. Omega Pirate Absorption System test results are in. Field tests indicate that our system is very effective against beam weaponry. We are alarmed at the field's inability to handle missile attacks, however. Science team is working around the clock to correct this critical design flaw. The Omega Pirate cannot afford such a weakness in battle. So that's not just lore right there. That's actually telling you about the weakness of the upcoming Omega Pirate fight, because really the game has been dropping so many hints. Using missiles will defeat it real quick. The thing is that if some of you have noticed, I mentioned that you could fire missiles really quickly, especially if you use the power beam. Well, that made it so that the Omega Pirate was much easier than expected if you knew that trick. In hard mode, the Omega Pirate is much more challenging because of the increase in health. But in normal mode with missile spam, it's actually kind of disappointing for a boss fight. Oh, hi. Hope I won't fight too many of you in the upcoming boss fight. Because gosh, you're annoying. Particularly in hard mode, where they take like one more charge shot to defeat. And of course, it's much harder. Phase-on processing efficiency at maximum. Production at 187% and rising. Health alert. Phase-on radiation warning is still in effect. Do not enter a phase-on processing area without a level B or 8 radiation gear. Prolonged exposure is 100% fatal. Of course it is. This scannable? No, of course not. Alright, the last room before the boss room. Bye. So they make you face this plasma trooper, and to open this door you gotta melt this thing. It's kind of weird. Like they're trying to double check up on you. Oh my. What an amazing place. But before we move forward, let's check to see if we actually did get all of the space pirate data. We have! Yay! Also acquired items, 94%. There are 2 items to pick up. Right over there. If those 2 are the last items, then that's it. We're done. Oh wait, no, there's also an artifact that we have to get back there. Maybe that will count too. Well, who knows? It depends on if these 2 items that we're about to pick up are worth 2%. Omega Pirate, most powerful of the elite pirate forces. Omega Pirate can become invisible to normal sight. It is vulnerable when cloaked, as all energy is drawn from defense systems. By exposing itself to phase-on, it can regenerate damaged tissue and organs. Considered the pinnacle of the elite pirate program, this enemy should be handled with extreme caution and maximum firepower. So your name is Upsilon, right? Something like that? That's cute. Let's have at it then. Wow, he so casually broke his casing. Didn't even care. So, yeah, wave attack. And he's also got 2 cannons. I tried to scan the cannons right there. I think it's dumb, but let's try it again. Can you fire some more rockets for me, buddy? He actually moves really quickly because of his size. Careful not to stay in the phase-on stuff, by the way. Buddy, can you fire some more rockets? Please? Guess he doesn't want to. In case you're wondering, no, you cannot destroy his rockets. It would actually be quite useful in this fight if you could. You have to hit his weak points first. Not his head, his shoulders and knees. All of them. The best weapon for this obviously is the plasma beam. Even as the weapon is absorbed into his hand spiral, it's still possible for it to... Ow, 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 ow. It's still possible for the attack to hit his weak point. Okay, before I destroy the last one. Ow. Come on. Can you use missiles, please? Just one more time. There we go. This is an elite space pirate. Elite space pirate for description 3. Haha! Ow, that hurts a lot. The missiles hit very, very hard. But yeah, it's clearly Retro Studios did not expect you to try to scan those things, even though you could. I'm glad I was able to at least find that, you know. Anyway, once you've damaged all of his weak points, he calls his friend, or friends rather, and tells them to get you, and then he disappears. Oh my God, wave troopers! Let's not fool around. So, use the X-ray scope. You'll see he reappears right there, and that's when you use missiles. He takes roughly 10 seconds to restore his weak points. He will never reappear in the same location you're near. If you repeatedly damage him, more troopers will reappear to harass you. And there he is, fully restored. You can't finish him off in one phase if you're fast enough. Now the good news, I've got good news for you. Even though there's a bunch of troopers harassing us right now, fortunately the wave attacks that the Omega Pirate uses actually hurts them. He just needs to do it a couple of times. Three times? Roughly 3 times. You obviously want to get rid of the crownies before you get rid of the big one. So yeah, that's also why you saw one of the pirates actually latch onto the wall right over there. Because that makes it harder for... Like, they won't be affected by the wave attack if they're up there. Which means you have to get rid of them yourself. Also, this is why the wave troopers are so annoying, because it takes so long to defeat while you have to, you know, avoid the Omega Pirate themselves. So I might actually recommend to not interrupt the Omega Pirate's like restoration of its shields until don't interrupt him twice in a row, because if you do that, more pirates will come in to distract you. And then he'll immediately get back all of his armor ready. And because of that, you'll have to deal with both normal pirate troopers and the Omega Pirate themselves. The wave attacks will get rid of some of them eventually, but not all of them. It's taking longer than expected to destroy this one. I keep narrowly missing the weak point. Oh, whatever. I guess we'll take care of this first. Why are my shots not working? Whatever, we'll use a different beam. There. I'm trying to get rid of that one for a while now. Mm-hmm. Pretty sure right there he said get her. Also, don't get close to it. He actually can damage you. Oh, cool. Power troopers. Exactly what I was expecting. Oh, of course we have to have a wave trooper. Oh. Oh, he's restoring his health right now. Cool. He's not dead yet, though, surprisingly enough. Yeah, I'm gonna let him restore his shields this time because if I had tried to, I didn't have enough time to interrupt him one more time. Damn it. I'm pretty sure he's near death, though, now. Man, it's crazy how much, how often they'd use that wave attack in Metroid Prime 3. Way too often, that's for sure. Okay. This should be the last time I have to do something like this. Wow, they just appear out of nowhere. There actually are some like doors up there that are supposed to explain why the parts are appearing. Oh my god. Where are ya? Time to die. You need the X-ray scope to damage the Omega part. Like, there was a lot of testing with the Metroid 2002 crew or something like that about whether or not you could damage the Omega part while it's trying to restore its tissue. And it's you need the X-ray scope to be able to do that. That's not the same animation from Metroid Prime 1 game. Why did Retro Studios change it? I thought the original animation was cool. Well, anyway, now we got the Phazon suit, which means we can survive Phazon. We can just casually walk over it. We won't get any damage. Cool, huh? Damn it, it doesn't count as an item. Okay, well, I've got to get the next item anyway. And then there's going to be one more artifact. So if they're worth 3% each, then it's going to be fine. Otherwise, I'm going to have to do some searching before I can go fight the next boss. Which may be a surprise for some of you, if you've never heard the name Ridley before. And stank. %? Oh my god, I'm actually missing quite a few items then. Damn it. Where could I be missing some items? Oh, also, that was a Phazon Metroid right there. That's a new for the trilogy re-release because Phazon Metroids are originally in the first game only supposed to appear in the impact crater. But I do enjoy the fact that they introduced them into this place right here. So, Phazon Metroids, vulnerable to all of your weaponry. And die instantly when they hit something, apparently. But the most important thing is that if you damage them with beam weaponry, they will actually split into two, and those two Metroids will only be vulnerable to their respective colors, which will obviously be different. So because of that, it's actually recommended to use power bombs to destroy those Metroids, because it gets rid of them completely. Yeah, I know, your parts are over there. I'm not done over here, actually. Also, we look so cool now. Phazon Spider Ball is amazing. I love it. For those wondering, the Phazon suit further reduces damage that you get from enemies. I don't know if it's like, compared to the power suit now, it's like 8 times less damage than normal, but it's definitely effective and impressive. I love the Phazon suit, because not because of its looks, because they're kind of edgy, you know, black and red, but rather specifically because of the fact that normally in Metroid games, you only get 2 more suits before your like very first suit. Also, that's a fish on Metroid. Here's the power of the power bomb on them. Gets rid of them instantly. Use power bombs. Alright, we're back here. Y'all remember this spot where I showed that there was a passage where we could go, but it was filled with Phazon? Well, now we can safely go through it. No danger whatsoever. See how many things we have to bomb on the way? While this is happening, your health will be draining really, really quickly. There's no way you could survive this. Like, seriously. And we're doing all of that just so we can get this artifact. Artifact of Newborn, the last of the 12. Acquired items, 96%. I'm missing 4 of them. Also, I'm missing quite a few logbook entries. Not sure what, however. Like, I'll look at creatures. I should be missing 3 right now. Yeah, we got Metroid, Hunter Metroid, Feast on Metroid, and there's one more right here. I think I know what that is. Then there's 3 entries after the Omega part. Oh yeah, well I know one of them. Beyond that, Meta Ridley. And there's also a next... Yeah, this must be bosses. Yeah, bosses. So, Meta Ridley, Metroid Prime, and Metroid Prime second form. But what about this thing? Oh yeah, the plated parasites or something like that. So, 4 entries, logbook entries right here. That means I'm missing just 1 right here after the Tangleweed. What could it be? I'll look for it. As far as research is concerned, I'm missing 1 after the grapple point. Don't know what that could be. Artifacts, we got all of them. Chosen lore, we got all of that. And yeah, so basically, I'm missing 1 creature, which is just a basic one, because it's after the Tangleweed. And I'm missing 1 research, which is just a basic item that we use for generally, and we have to scan it. So it's no wonder I missed it, probably. As far as items is concerned, I'm gonna check what I'm missing exactly, if it's power bombs or something like that. And then we're gonna hopefully figure out what we were supposed to do and get out of this place or something. Whatever. I don't know what I'm saying right now. I'm so bothered. I was sure I had all the items, but I guess not. Yeah, I forgot to scan my own ship. Okay, so that's the last research thing. Scan. I think it's poisonous Tangleweed that I forgot to scan besides that. Because this is just normal Tangleweed, right? Yeah. So I guess the other creature that I did not scan is poisonous Tangleweed. Just gonna check real quick. Yeah, that's not what I want to scan, game. Let me scan this. Yay. Don't know how I missed this. Like, seriously. Venom Weed. Poisonous plant that retracts into the ground if threatened. Basically like Tangleweed, except it damages you. So now I should only have bosses left to find on the creatures. Tangleweed, Venom Weed. Okay, actually, there's bosses and 1 creature that we'll find on the final area. So, Ridley and the final boss. There's 2 entries for the final boss. So that's good. Research, I got it all because all I needed to find was the gunship. Which is easy to miss. Artifacts, we got all. Chose the lore, got all. So yeah, we're fine. We're fine as far as scans are concerned. We're fine. As far as pickups are concerned, I'm not sure where to search. It's gonna be a while. For those wondering though, it's 250 missiles maximum. And I suspect I'm actually just missing missile pickups. Just, I don't know where. Gosh. Oh, that's right. Well, one missile expansion right here. You need the plasma beam. So that's one mystery solved. However, I'm still missing 2 missile expansions. Both of the missile expansions might be here. I always was kind of curious about this place, thinking I'm missing stuff. I think I am. Not 1, but 2 missiles. Let me just search real quick. Yeah, I can definitely hear something. A missile somewhere. Oh. Is this... Yeah, okay. There's one missile that I missed. Because I wasn't looking carefully enough. Not sure if the other one I've already picked up or something. It's right there. Okay. I was just searching in the wrong spots all along. 100% of all pickups acquired. And we know we're going to get all the scans. So that's it for today. Hope you've all enjoyed this and all of this day. I'm going to go back to the gunship and then I'll get ready for the final episode where we will fight Meta Ridley and then go through the impact radar to finish the game. Bye-bye!